I'm in nursing school and I'm completing a course called Practicum. It's one of the final courses that you take before you're eligible to take your boards to become an RN, a registered nurse. So normally you would take this class at Loma and you would just basically go in and work as a nurse, 12 hours a week, like a full-time shift, just 1 day a week. But the alternate option is to come here and do it in Botswana at this hospital. Really, I came here with hardly any expectations. I guess I had kind of conflicting expectations because on the one hand you think, oh, it's Africa, it's going to be like a shack in the middle of the desert or something, but even as low as my expectations were, when I came here, I did not expect their medicine cabinet to be just, one cabinet with all the drugs that they would give. I did not expect any of the shortages of supplies that they have. There's a little baby that has been orphaned, and he's basically been living in the pediatric department here. So he's about 1 month old. His mother died maybe 3 weeks ago when she came into the hospital for some other issue. She was mentally retarded. His father is either mentally retarded or out of the picture. Every one of his family members who's around has retardation, so they're unable to care for him. And in Botswana, there are a lot of orphans. There's a lot of HIV and AIDS, and a lot of people are dying young. But usually there are family members who can take him in, and in his case, there's no one. So he was premature, so he's a little small, and he's just living here for, I don't know, probably a few more weeks until he gains another kilogram, and then it's off to an orphanage. So we feel pretty bad for him, and it's probably starting to hit me more that once we leave, we've been taking care of him just, every day we try and go in and play with him or take him out for the day and just hold him and love him. So after we leave, he's going to be, who knows, lost in the system, I guess, whatever system it is that they have here. So just trying to give him as much stimulation as we can before we go.
Look at, you're famous. You're on camera.
The kids in peds aren't really getting a lot of stimulation. A lot of them just sit there and stare at the TV, and that's all they do, all day. So I guess our small way of helping was to paint some more murals in peds.
And it makes the kids happy in there because they're in there for an illness, and just to see a nice picture can make it more comfortable and make it easier for them to, see a doctor, because seeing a doctor is a very scary thing.
I sketched out a little, I don't know what it was, scene with like farm animals, and we colored that in really nicely. And then we had another wall that was a little bit more artistic that, kids probably won't appreciate, but it's okay. But we had probably maybe 6 different little mini murals that we're working on up there.
The kids are awesome. They're really just full of joy. They love, playing around. They like singing a lot, which is I've seen throughout this culture is that they like to sing. They're actually very disciplined too. When they don't get too rowdy, And when they do get rowdy, it only takes a few words and then all of a sudden they're quiet. And I don't know if that usually works at home, because I know some kids at home and have ADD or something, they won't calm down for anything, and they're more disciplined here, and which is cool. But then they're all at that age where they're all cute, and when they see something different, they're attracted to it, and they're just like normal kids back home, curious, you know, full of energy, wanting to learn, wanting to show off, and you know, they're just great kids.
Okay, so this is a baby who came in for dehydration. She's had vomiting and diarrhea for a couple days. And when she came in, she looked really lethargic, and her eyes were just kind of half closed, looking two different directions. Now she's looking a lot better, but she still refuses to drink. So we're trying different methods: syringe, spoon, everything just gets dribbled right back out. Okay, this is the pour the solution on the tongue depressor method, and that's not really working either. Put it in a glove. If you put it in a glove and poke a hole at the end of the glove. Remember your friend, Mr. Glove? Mr. Glove? Look. Is that the pointer? Maybe this is the pointer.
It's working.
Oh no, because as soon as she actually sucked it, she turned away. That's good, huh? No. Did you see that?
She saw it. She saw it coming.
She shoved my finger out of her mouth as soon as she saw this coming. Let's try it again. I'll be sneakier this time. She's like, I have my eye on you. Nope. It was a good idea. Didn't work. Pretty much every day we have, I don't know, at least 5 throughout the course of a day, dehydrated babies from diarrhea and vomiting. Every time I'm surrounded by people who don't have as much, it just makes me, and that's kind of what got me into nursing in the first place, was seeing people in impoverished countries who couldn't get healthy because they just didn't have the resources. So it's going to make me appreciate all the help that I'm able to give my patients back home that much more.